Hey friends, my name is Chef Josh and I'd like to welcome you back to the city of Norland here in City Skylines. I hope everyone's having a great day today. But there has been some major content dropped in the last few days here from our friends over at City Skylines. And we're going to use a bit of the new content from the Heart of Korea pack to create a sort of Asian market. We're going to use a few of the assets from the Japanese content creator pack that came out many moons ago as well, and hopefully we can create something real special here next to the tram station for our residents here in the lovely city of Norland. So let's hop right in. So here is the tram depot that we put in during the last episode, and it is actually getting a fair amount of business here, which is exciting to see, especially when we start adding some more assets in. It should be even busier. But I do think that we're going to make some major changes to this little square here. And the first is I'd like to move this tram depot away from where it is. So why don't we just pause the game real quick so we don't mess anything up. And I think we're just going to go ahead and start from scratch on this square. All right, so we got a clean slate to work with now. And I think I want to take we'll take the grass median road straight from this road here and come up to maybe about here for now. And we're going to put back in the tram depot because we do want that. Yes, this is the tram. And I think I want to put this guy right here. And the reason for that is I like how the trees are lined up against the road. It's a nice drive-by. You see the trams coming out of the depot as you drive by a little bit. And I did kind of like having the trams as a frontage road. So we're going to use one of the new two-lane roads with tram tracks here that we have. This is the original one here. And now they've added this one where they're in the middle rather in that green strip. So I want to take this down to about here, and I want to leave one tile in between everything. And we're going to connect it up here, and then we just got to upgrade that little sliver. So now when you're driving down, you'll see the trams kind of rolling through. And now this road here why don't we connect it up to this one? And even this road could connect to that as well. And I think for this little corner over here, I want to dive into the Japanese content creator pack actually. And I want to use the small office building. I think it fits nice into this corner here. And start seeing some height built in this area a little bit, and also creates a cool little alleyway behind these two buildings where it's a little bit ugly with the storage there, and we're trying to make this area a little bit nicer. So if we just bring down a regular path like that and bring this path up, and we could even take a look at some of the trees for this. We could use the pink tree, which is always a nice welcomed addition to detailing. So do a nice little row of those like that. I think that looks pretty nice. And then I know that right next to this, I know I want to have outside of this tram depot is let's dive into the new Korean Heart of Korea stuff. And I love this food mart here. So I think right next to the tram depot is a good spot for that. And maybe even outside of the tram depot, we can get the new Chirper Plaza in as well. And like I said, this is going to be a little combo of the Korean stuff and the Japan pack. So I love the Noodle House And it always looks cool on a, if you put it like kind of like on a corner like this, because you get that noodle bowl kind of statue next to it. And I think right next to this could be a good spot for, there's like a nice tree plaza here. Yeah, this one, the flower plaza. So we could do that, and I think it's nice. It kind of looks like it's like extra sort of like seating or something like that, where you could take your, you know, your ramen to go and go sit by the flowers. And we could even extend this path a little bit. And why don't we check out using maybe the red path and see how that looks? Yeah, I like that a lot. I think that looks pretty cool. All right, so this area is kind of shaping up a little bit. And what else do we have to work with here? So we have another ramen restaurant. Maybe that'd be good to have also outside of the Tram depot, the Tram depot. And what else do we got? So we do have the drive-in restaurant. And a lot of these, the Japanese content creator pack stuff is very concrete heavy. So I think adding a plaza in between some of this stuff sort of helps. So why don't we do one of the food truck plazas? I think that would be a welcomed addition to this. And just adds a little bit of color and changes some stuff up. And then maybe next to this one, we can go back into these uniques. And this one's a little too big. Oh, we got the Oriental Market. That could be nice. Yep, I like that. I feel like those markets always do well next to like a food truck type area. But this area is coming along. I'm really enjoying it. Another building that we could probably get into this area too is the U-Joy Entertainment Agency. This came with the Korean, the Heart of Korea pack as well. So this is a medium-sized K-pop entertainment agency building. It provides slight increase in entertainment satisfaction with tourists and surrounding areas. So maybe they have their main headquarters here for the K-pop community here in Norland, right here in our little bit of an Asia town. So we could put that right there. And what I think I want to do too is I'm going to change this road to a two-way. So that way cars can get down to at least to this building and come back. So I think that's a nice little addition. Also adds a little bit of height with the bridge next to it. So that's exciting. People are already starting to walk around this area. I love how this little corner of the Asia Town part of Norland came out with the what was it called again? The U-Joy Entertainment Agency. So really liked how that came out. And another idea I had was we could actually paint a district here, which probably is a good idea anyways, to get a district in here to recognize Asia Town here in Norland. And if anybody has a better name than Asia Town for this section of city, I am all ears. So if you've got any cool ideas for this, please leave a comment below. And right now it's called Moore Square, but we'll figure something out. And we will get that added in during the next recording. But I am really liking how this is turning out. And what I was going to say was we could actually add a theme here. And we could do the Heart of Korea theme. And why don't we get in some of the commercial zones here and see what kind of pops up a little bit. So, truth be told, I recorded a bit of Norland here with the high density Heart of Korea themed commercial, and I gotta say, they just do not fit this area at all. They are very chunkus and a lot of bright lights and stuff, and I think this isn't really what I'm going for this area. A little bit more quiet of an area, just coming to get some good food. But I think what we can do is we can actually, there was a couple assets here where it was like this like 1x1 type thing. So I'm wondering if we made sort of a singular strip of these 1x1s, if that would look okay. And if so, I really think that that could fit the area very well. So let's see what it looks like when we get these all in. All right, and with the power of editing and YouTube, we have come up with this little strip of Korean style shops with the Heart of Korea commercial on. They're just those singular tile or singular square zoning. And I think with just a little bit of trees behind them, we can really make this area look kind of nice. I did add a little path here. So let's add some trees and hopefully we can beauty this up a little bit. Yeah, I like that a lot. And look at this area is absolutely booming right now. Really happy with this, how this area is turning out. And I think it'd be cool for this little square to sort of be maybe like a yoga garden or something like that. So underneath health, I believe that's education. Health, yes, there's the yoga garden, which I think would be a great addition to this area. Maybe we can move this one over just a little bit. Or can we, let's put it on its side like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. And maybe even like a sauna would be kind of nice to this area. I like how that looks. See, it kind of like almost like fits into this area. And let's see if there's anything else we can sneak in from this, the Korean pack. A lot of these other buildings are kind of big, especially this one's kind of big. So I don't think that that's going to work. And let's see if we can get in any more of these. These are all pretty big as well. We got one more. The drive-in restaurant seems to fit right here. So I don't think we can say no to that. So why don't we do that? And I don't know if I really like how that sits like that. So why don't we turn him around? It can be on this like that. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. And I think this is a perfect opportunity to get another path through. So why don't we take that opportunity? Perfect. A little bit more connectivity. We could even maybe box this building in. And this area really has come together. I did ask you guys for a few suggestions for the district names here in this area. And some people were kind enough to give their suggestions. So we have Premiere Square, as that episode was my first ever premiere on YouTube here. And during that episode, you'll remember that we had a little bit of a fire situation happen in the area as we were building it. So we named this the Norland Firemen's Memorial Park. And we had Magnolia District, and I have a good friend whose daughter is named Magnolia, and he asked if I could keep it that way. So we named it the Magnolia Farmers Market. So there we go. But I think at this time, I am going to hop into a little bit of detailing and pretty this area up a little bit. All right, welcome back. We did some major detailing here in this area, and I absolutely love how this came out. Take you through a little bit of what we did here. I did separate some of these assets and put some paths in between the two. Oh, and here we go. Here's one of the new trams from the recent update that came out a few days ago. So we had to go with the big boy because, as you can see, there's a ton of people walking around. And at one of the stops, I had like 400 and something people. So just separated these assets, add a little bit of a path in between, change this all to dirt path, came in, made this little kind of like extra food mart behind the food alley here. So I thought that came out real nice. And I did switch out the sauna with the tropical garden. It has kind of like a nice little like koi pond, which I thought kind of fit the area a little bit next to the yoga garden. We've got a little Korean style market strip here. We got the ramen house. I used a little bit of the parking from the mid-century modern pack along here as well. Changed up the trees on the path. I did rework the road network a little bit. This over here was getting really wild, so I cut this off, added a little bit of path in a couple of different spots, put in a access point here to the area instead. And, you know, we got a little bit of backup with, I got a light over here, but if it gets real bad, I may look at trying to get some kind of elevated path. But for now, I think it's the kind of area that you'd expect a little bit of traffic. So overall, though, I'm super happy with how this came out. I hope you are too. If you are, drop a comment, a like. Again, I'm looking for names for this Asian food market area of Norland. So if you've got any ideas, I'm all ears. Drop it in the comment below. Leave a like. If you really enjoyed it and would like to hit subscribe, that would be fantastic. But if not, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I hope to catch you again in Norland in the future. Have a good one.